industry. Here we go.
Wolfheart, you don't have to play the game. Nobody's forcing you to play it or spend any money. Idiot, wake the f up. The whole gaming industry is turning into this.
Of course it is.
It's pretty funny.
I'm glad somebody else is seeing this.
I mean, it's also pretty true.
Hello. I'm here to talk about monetization. It's
Oh,
Let's Go
good.
Whaling.
We saw
It is
this.
About a
Yeah, this is
summary of a
great.
huge bunch of behavioral psychology.
This is not the whole video.
So
It's just the
the
beginning.
tricks on how to monetize a game well. Some of you will probably be slightly
Let's Go
shocked
Whaling.
by
There you go.
all the tricks I have listed here, but I'll leave the morality of it out of the talk. We can discuss it if we have time later. So let's dive right in.
It's hilarious.
First off, Wall Street trader and oil sheik got into a fight. Who won? You guys did.
As well
Yeah.
as our very own Josh Lipton. Josh, kick it off.
Oh, wow. What's
Thank you,
this?
Sarah and Bobby. Thank you for joining us.
Bobby? Oh,
Thanks
shit.
for having me, Josh.
Wait,
And we should
Bobby's in...
mention
Yeah, Bobby's
this
on
week
TV, guys.
actually
Check this
meant,
out.
At least initially, though.
Holy
investors
shit.
seem a bit underwhelmed. We're about 0.4%. What do you
have
tell
no
those
idea.
investors, Bobby, about these results?
Well, I think they were great results. I think we had a good quarter,
Yes.
and if you look at all the metrics that we measure, we think that we've established a great pathway for growth for what is going to be probably, if you look at the era of gaming over the last 30
The
years.
era
that I've been
of
the CEO,
gaming.
When I look out over the next decade,
I wonder what he
I see
means
more
by that.
opportunity for our company than I've ever seen in the 30 years that I've been
I'm
doing it.
thinking century, Bobby. You gotta
Let
think
me ask you
big.
that opportunity, Bob. At least, let's talk about 2020, the pipeline. When you think about your pipeline of games there, what are going to be the big growth drivers this year,
Mobile.
Bob? You know, is it
Mobile
do you look
PC
at Call of
releases.
Duty
Yep.
Mobile? Is it the
Mobile.
esports business?
Mobile cash jobs.
Diablo Immortal? What has you
It's
excited?
gotta be
what do you think
mobile.
should excite investors?
Well, I think if you look across our franchises,
Say it.
a lot of our franchises have never actually been on mobile devices before. And if you think about the history
Yep.
of gaming,
You guys hearing this?
most of the history of our
Where you
industry.
guys at?
has
There,
been
so
about
there's
middle-class
actually an interview
customers
with
in very
Bobby
developed
saying
markets.
this is the big game.
Boys?
Holy shit. It's Bobby's world. Yeah, apparently. Oh my god.
In today's video, I'm going to dive a bit into a presentation
Wow.
that goes over spicy monetization tricks that companies use in their video games. And this
Yeah.
particular conference took place at the Pocket Gamer
I forgot
Conference in
about that. Holy
2016.
shit.
And the speaker is the CEO
I'm not
of a company
surprised.
called Tribe Flame.
Where the fuck
And
is
you guessed it,
Malik?
that company specializes in mobile and tablet games.
Yeah,
but
I've
this
seen
video
this part.
is relevant
I've seen
to
the original
gaming
video.
industry as a whole. I'll leave a link to the original video below if you'd like to watch it. I guess we'll start here.
But I'll leave the morality of it out of the talk. We can
I
discuss
bet he
it
will.
if we have time later.
That laugh that you heard at the conference is the laugh of a man that will likely be working for a company that holds the IP to some of your most beloved
Oh,
gaming
absolutely.
franchises.
Yeah, it's just going to keep happening to more and
So
more
morality
games.
is clearly not on the forefront of conversation for many gaming companies. It's a topic that we may talk about if we have time at the end.
Yeah, of
so
course.
now that that's clear, what is most important?
Diablo Immortal. What has you excited? What do you think should excite investors?
What do you think will excite investors, Bobby?
I'm very curious about what he's going to
What do you
say.
think will excite
Yeah.
gamers?
Yeah, what's gonna get the investors excited
Oh, we
for
don't
this?
talk about that. Before I show you guys how effed up this conference truly is, I want to preface by saying that
Was
when
there a
this guy says
sweatshop?
mobile games, you might as well just hear all games, all platforms, and all genres.
Oh yeah.
Why? Well, because that's absolutely the direction that the entire gaming industry is headed in. You might not care at the moment, but I promise you that you will care when it inevitably starts affecting the games, franchises, and platforms that you've personally always enjoyed.
See, I think that's what's going to happen is that they're going to, as soon as one of these games does well, you're going to have other companies that start doing the same thing to your favorite games too. It's like, let's say you didn't really give a shit about Diablo, and so Diablo Immortal's like a funny thing. Grand Theft Auto 6, Halo, Elden Ring. I don't think Elden Ring's going to be the same, right? But what I'm saying is like the amount of games that you can play and not have like a million different limitations and handicaps and ankle weights put on you because you're not spending money to take them off. The amount of games that you can do that with is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller every single year. I think that's really what's going to happen more than anything.
I mean, are MMOs not proof enough that PC is not safe? for the love of God,
Yeah.
please spare me the condescending comments. I'm the only one that's allowed to be condescending for entertainment value.
Absolutely.
The condescending comments where you act like you're on some high ground of superior intelligence over everyone else because you don't fall victim to these immoral cash shop practices. It's not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, just because you don't spend money on the game, like, there are a lot of people, like, I'm the same way. I'm not going to spend money on these stupid games. Like, I do it for content on my stream. I don't play these games off stream. I don't do this because it's stupid. Like, why the fuck would I pay them money to get through something that I already had? Yeah, of course I'm not going to do that. I don't have any other game. Like, no, Lost Ark. Yeah, I play Lost Ark for content on my fucking stream. We'll do honing in a little while. But, like, what I'm really trying to say here is spending money. Yeah. I don't play any of these other games. I never have gotten into this. I don't gamble. I don't buy lottery tickets. I don't do any of this stuff. I don't play cards. It's because I know it's fucking random and I can lose, and usually it's rigged against me. So why would I spend even a...
You're Norin, my good sir, Arino. Might I trouble you for a moment, Aruni? I forgot. These guys, of your time, diddly, I forgot. I hate how they talk that way. It's so fucking hard to read that. Why, Principal Koromoro, a rare treat it is to see you here at thee. But of course, my timothy is at your disposal. Then let me cut Aru to the chase. Cut right Aru to the chase. Loath as I am to alarm a dilly you. They didn't even try with some of these. Loath as I am to alarm a dilly you, I must confess doodly-s my concern over Dr. Shintoto's recent ding-dang doodly behavior. Dr. Shintoto? That the doctor's prestigious predilections defy logic has always been common knowledge at thee, has it not? I don't see any cause for concern at thee. That's well and true as a giggity gabu, but this time I can't shake a rue the feeling that something is a brew, Areno. Could it be that the ambitious doctor is diddly dabbing in something so unworldly and twisted Aru? Twisted Aru. It mightily idly cause unimaginable strife to be unleashed, capished upon the world. My dear Koromoro, I dare say you're simply a thee being oversensitive to one of Dr. Shintoto's trademark mood swing ethies. Yo, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. I'm gonna need all the help in the world to read this shit. Not every endeavor she undertakes necessarily ethy causes a stir, after all. Whatever our eccentric peer, I'm skipping that shit. Whatever our eccentric peer might be up to, it's likely to be just a passion fad. You waste your energy and worry. Now if you'll just make yourself comfortable, old chap, I'll pour you a steaming hot cup of freshly brewed Winterstein tea. I sincerely hope it's as you say. Yornorin, I sincerely hope it's as you say. To our woe, in the days that followed, we were made to sorely regret our inaction despite the all too obvious warning signs. I keep thinking everything now is like a fucked up like word phrase, and it's like screwing with me. Damn, I hate their speech patterns. There she is. Wrap your minds around a picture of perfection, surpassed only by me in my immaculate complexion. You'll find not a single hole in my theory. It is pristine, the greatest masterwork the magicking world has ever seen. Magekind is long overdue to take its next big step. With the pure genius of yours truly, from a golden new era, we shan't be kept. A moment from now, it'll all make sense. Without further ado, let the magic commence. Hark portal, I demand of thee. Open up and set me free. What? That my calculations were in error is beyond comprehension. That I could blunder so defies the established convention. And then she went into Final Fantasy XIV. Just launched a nuke. I forgot that there's like multiple cutscenes for this shit. This time has come for us to make our meteoric rise. All who oppose will be dealt an ample serving of demise. We venture forth to conquer Vana'diel and claim our birthright. Now and forevermore, the fire of the Shintoto Empire shall burn bright. Domina Shintoto, Domina Shintoto. We shall teach the world a lesson it shan't soon forget. Our armies are unstoppable, so do not that you might regret. Domina Shintoto, Domina Shintoto. Go now with our blessing. We had adversaries to fell. Carry out that which makes us proud and does our spirit well. The Shintoto Ascension, the legend torn, her empire born. Final Fantasy XI. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Okay, cool.
Second of my life, a dollar of my money doing this. There's no reason to. What's this here? Assassin's Creed. Am I drunk? But you spent money on Dobble 1 Immortal. What the fuck are you talking about? Banned. That's a ban. Anyway, what I'm saying here is very clear.
That's a ban.
Anybody doesn't get it. I don't spend money on these games outside of making content for my stream. It's that simple. Because I'm not going to fall victim to this stuff either. Of course not. I do it for content. The moment the content's over, I'm done. I uninstall the game.
As simple as that. In fact, there's a lot of studies out there that show that highly intelligent people are sometimes more prone to fall victim to addictions. How could that be if they're so intelligent? There's more to it than that. So when you say that, it makes you look actually stupid because there's more to it than that, and you weren't intelligent enough to understand that. So
Well,
don't.
it doesn't matter, like, if more intelligent people fall victim to it or not, or how many. It doesn't matter what you do, because you're not everybody. You're just one person. And so it's like, oh, well, I don't mind this because it doesn't take advantage of me. Like, the games are certifiably worse because they're being designed with pay to win in mind. And that's what I think a lot of people that, like, make this argument don't realize, is that these people understand all of that, and they're the ones that are turning around and they're making the entire game worse.
Don't say that. Let's just assume that you're actually right, though. Are you going to be
Yeah.
a jackass about it, or are you going to help people out? Is it okay to take advantage of people with Down syndrome? No. Is it okay to take advantage of people of lower intelligence? If you say yes to that, then you're a snaky fucking salesman, and I doubt that you have many loved ones in your life. Don't be
That's
a
a
jack.
bit much. I think that a lot of times advertisement is meant to, and there's a lot of things that are meant to take advantage of people that are dumb. Like, you can make this argument. I think this is kind of a bit of a slippery slope. I don't really know, but
Where
it's
the
like,
fuck?
whenever you get into the whenever you get into, like, the morality of marketing and sales, I think that it's always it's definitely like risky waters. There's nothing that's like really 100% accurate or true or not. It's a bit much. I think so too, because, like, for example, there's a lot of dumb people that get tricked by things that are just like industry norms, right? Like marking things with even odd numbered numbers, like 9.97 or like 9.99 instead of $10. That's a trick for effectively dumb people. But would you say that's manipulating people of lower intelligence? Probably not, in the same way that you'd probably say Diablo Immortal is. So I think that all of these things exist on a spectrum, and it's important to keep in mind that all of the things are bad, like, to a degree.
Oh, no.
But it's like, how bad is too bad?
My controller's dying.
Jackass. Help us make this
You
better.
see what I'm saying?
Be a hero. Be the
Might-
intelligent
might
hero
be
that
playing
everybody
keyboard
needs,
tonight.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The
That's
best
us.
way
We're gonna
to
be the hero.
make
We're
sure
gonna skip
both
ahead.
your retention and your monetization
Bigger and bigger. Well, that's part of the reason right there. They want to create a never-ending cycle of buying. Poor
Of
players
course.
can't do shit, and they fall behind everyone. Middle-class players that are willing to spend some money
Just a
can
little
never
bit of money.
ever reach
Maybe
the
only
top,
$100.
even if there's an illusion that makes them feel like they can reach the top, and then whales will fund, for the most part, the entire operation. And if we look at this from a non-competitive perspective, or from the perspective of a player who even plays solo, that doesn't care about anything around him, doesn't care about other players
Yeah.
being ahead of themselves, well, you guys are never going to be able to experience a game in its entirety unless you're the top percentage of those rich players.
Well, yeah, you're not going to be able to play the game the way that you're supposed to be able to play the game. It's like the game is designed in a way to incentivize you to spend money. It's like, imagine if the store existed and nobody used the store. That would be a massive issue. They would obviously fix that. Like, why would there be a store if nobody used the store? So the game is designed in a way to incentivize you to use the store. So if the store didn't exist, it wouldn't be designed that way. It's common sense. New Kotaku article said people complain about Diablo Immortal are trolls and gatekeepers and that the game isn't pay to win. I actually have a positive Diablo Immortal video that I was going to watch today as well. And I'm not going to watch it like right this second because we're watching this one, but it's going to be after it. It's called Stop Trolling, Free to Play is Better Than Pay to Win. I thought this would be fun to watch. You know, it's good to have different opinions out there and to have
Jesus.
new viewpoints on the world. So we're going to do that one after this.
That's
Here
interesting.
we go.
aren't willing to spend that money. Buying a game and then getting the entire game and getting a full experience, those days are going away.
They're gone.
And like I said, even if you think it doesn't matter to you right now because you
It
don't
will.
care about Diablo Immortal or whatever phone games are out there, it's coming your way. It's coming. Fucking wake up.
Now, if
Thank
you look at this
God.
from a monetization perspective,
Skip
the hook
ahead
is where
a
you
bit.
put up never pay for a mobile game. So you need to break the wall first.
That's
the main
right.
goal-
You break them down. That's the first thing. Yeah, you break down their barriers and you make them give you money. You get them addicted to video games and you make them give you money.
Is to break that wall. It's not to give you a really good deal on something. Just try to recognize it when you
Yeah.
see it. Most of the time it's misleading or it's
Well,
highly
none of it is a good or a bad deal. That's what you have to understand. Is that to the extent that you pay money into a microtransaction, it's a bad deal. Fundamentally.
So there is
Like,
a bad
on
deal.
a fundamental level, It doesn't matter if you get 1,000,000 items for fucking 1 penny, it's still a bad deal. And it's like, oh, well, this is a good deal comparatively. Comparatively to what? There are other bad deals?
Am I crazy? Where the fuck does Bastock have 2 consulates? I'm trying to get this fucking mission done, and I don't know where. Where the fuck? What is it, Malik? Malik? In Port Winders, F6. I don't think I got the... I definitely didn't get the key. Am I crazy? What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, I don't have... Where is this bitch? Oh, wait. It says F6. Wait, is there a second consulate that I forgot about? Port Windurst. A, B, C, D, E, F. What the fuck? Okay, we're in F6. That's E7. Am I crazy? Or did I miss? Is there like a room I missed? There's got to be like a room I missed. Yep, sure enough. There we go. I was going to say, what the hell? Finally, someone who knows how to talk. I am Malik, the consul of Bastock. I trust you had a safe sail here. So, you are Ephraim Jalem? I heard about your activities in Sandoria, and I'm expecting great things from you here too. Well then, we should get straight to the matter at hand. Goldskull, why don't you start by informing our fair citizen here about what the mission involves? Allow me to explain. The mission from our comrades in Windurst entails the extermination of a giant monster that appeared in the depths of Gideus, the borderlands to the theocracy of the Yagado Beastmen. You are to receive a key from the Heaven Tower in Windurst Walls district and head to the innermost part of Gideus. Your orders are then to defeat the heinous beast that lurks there. Or heinous. I never know how to say that word, actually. Now that I've actually tried saying it. You look perplexed. Yes, well, I guess if you put it frankly, you are protecting a pack of Yagado beastmen from a ferocious monster. You see, in order to maintain the peace of their country, the Windurstians have formed amicable relations with the Yagado. But as you probably realized, it's hard to call the relationship amicable when you witness the outrageous behaviors of the Yagado. But in order to maintain the trust of Windurst, we have to participate in this preposterousness. Well, good luck with your mission. I look forward to hearing of your success. Jesus. Okay. Now we go to fucking... Actually, I can teleport there, I think. No. Okay. There should be... something. Actually, I know where there's one. So there's a crystal there. And then I need to get that residential area too, just to have it.
What the fuck do you mean? They're all bad deals. Yeah, you're buying pixels.
The habit is like main meat of the is
We've seen this. Let's skip ahead.
Also spending and have them emotionally invest themselves in and so hook the player,
Yep.
form a habit out of them playing and also spending, and have them emotionally invest themselves in the game by using deceptive practices, and then
Well,
make
that's
it
what you do, right? Is you want to get people emotionally invested into the game. And that's why a lot of these pay-to-win things, like most pay-to-win in games is not really that bad. But whenever it gets bad is whenever you get to like max level or something like that. That's whenever it gets a lot worse. That's what's bad. You'd watch Grumpy's video talking about Diablo. How he spent thousands, loves the game. Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Let me see here.
so they can never actually spend enough to actually complete the
Okay.
full game.
Yeah.
Like, you can never get the full worth out of the game for the most part. 99.9% of players. This is what the gaming industry is becoming.
Yep.
I thought we kind of agreed that games are worth anywhere from 50 cents upwards to 60, 70 US dollars. Now, games of lesser quality are somehow worth hundreds of thousands of dollars per player? What the fuck?
So let's go down into some
That's
of
right.
these more tricks. It takes like 5 times as long to get
That's
the collection
exactly
that they
fucking
need
right.
compared to just progressing and collecting soft currency and buying it straight off.
So games that
Well,
have
that's exactly right. The gotchas is the gambling. Like, that's it. That's the gambling element. That's the bad part. Everything else is
It's funny because, like, I remember being a kid and thinking, like, Pokemon and all that shit was gambling. And, like, I've always kind of wondered, like, growing up, like, how that shit, like, is legal. I don't know. Seems weird to me.
whatever. And what maximum profit? Yeah, there you go. And per character per season. The reason why it works is because there is some truth to this, and I will give game developers credit in saying this. I do think that gamers are not willing to pay how much games cost to be developed nowadays. But the reason why, another big reason why, is because the way that games are developed is wasteful. Most
true.
of the things that gaming studios do to make games better, the players don't care about. The players don't care about having a famous voice actor for a character. They don't care about having a motion tracker to make sure that whenever somebody falls on the ground, it's exactly realistic as if they were falling on the ground in real life. Nobody really gives a shit about this except for developers and other people that care about the technology of it. This is not something that sells video games. And because of that, prices of games go up without the quality of it going up accordingly.
have gotcha mechanics, which there's a lot of them, including Diablo Immortal,
Yeah.
are gambling. I think we all know this, right? So why aren't they labeled as gambling games? Why isn't there a strict verification process that players have to go through in order to play the game in the first place? These are not just MMOs or RPGs or whatever.
Yeah.
They're gambling games, and it needs to be labeled as so. And it should probably also be illegal depending on which country you're playing in, such as the Netherlands and Belgium.
Well, yeah, I think so. The reason why it's not labeled as gambling, like, this is how they get around it, is they get around it with things like Diablo Immortal, where they're not really selling you gambling. You just have to run a rift, and then you get the stuff out of it. So there is gameplay involved, but everybody knows that's not really true. Do you see kind of what I'm saying and how this happens? How, like, you have, oh, well, it's kind of gambling, but it's not really gambling. That's how this stuff takes advantage of you, and that's how it takes control. Yeah, you buy the Rift, and it's like you still have to play the game. It's not gambling. Gambling means you might get some of your money back. I think that's one factor for sure.
That's true.
Just cannot play Diablo Immortal due to loot box laws.
Yeah.
Then
Second category, the more hardcore games, because we like, in-depth character systems,
Of course.
a lot of social dynamics, some complexity
Yeah.
behind the game. These are games that we play because of our passion. Most of us don't really care about the Candy Crushes because it doesn't personally affect us. But
What I think this guy doesn't understand is that he's not talking to us. The problem is that we can't talk to them. We can't talk to the average gamer that spends $20 on Candy Crush a week. We never get a chance to see them. We don't talk to them. They're not consuming gaming media. They don't care about which sweaty, hairy
That's true.
nerd is mad about a video game. They don't watch video game videos. That's the problem.
But now it is affecting us as more and more of our favorite types of games go into that 5% category that guy mentioned. Diablo franchise, for example. Diablo Immortal might be designed as a mobile game, but do you really think Diablo
Yes.
4 is going to bring us back to the good old days? Games are being designed to attract us, but they are not.
They need to make money. That's the thing, is that with video games, and this is
Ooh,
just the
bitch,
way that
goddamn.
companies are run, there are people and they have their money invested in Activision Blizzard, and they want their $100 to be $130. And if their $100 is only $105, they're fucking pissed. They're like, wait a second, I thought I wanted 100, I wanted 130. And so let's get somebody in charge here who wants to make 130 bucks. And so this is what happens is, and also it's not just publicly traded companies. I think
Wow, the
best
Winder
example
smog
of this
house
is
looks really cool.
Smilegate. Smilegate is not a publicly traded company, but it still has plenty of pay-to-win features. Because being publicly traded just means that you're, like, anybody can be greedy. One person can be greedy. That's it. Who's Smilegate?
designed
It's
for
people that
us.
make Lost
They're
Ark.
designed for players that will spend a lot more than the game's worth, and it's probably not in their best
Oh,
interest
no.
to play these games
The
either,
shit
so
didn't
they're
sell.
not designed for anyone.
No, of
I take
course
that
not.
back. They're designed for, the investors or the people that
Exactly.
are the higher-ups in the company that get to reap the benefits of the profit. Even the game devs probably
nice.
aren't too happy about the game they've created. So
That's also another thing that sucks is, like, I think that's true. I think that there are a lot of game developers that are part of these larger companies that realize what's happening, and they just don't have the financial security to move away from it. Because the truth is, like, yeah, you could say, oh, well, quit your job, stop working there. Shut up. Like, these are people that are fucking, they've relocated their family to California. They have a job at Blizzard that pays them benefits. They're not going to quit over this job. Like, let's be honest, over this. Like, I'm a game dev can confirm, yeah, almost all game devs don't agree with this. I would assume so. There are probably very few game developers and game designers that are thinking, how can I get that money out of them? Ooh, how can I get that money out of them? And the reason why they're not game developers is because they're the executives that run the company. Okay? So yeah, they're not the ones that make the games in the first place. It's always the executives. These are top-down decisions. The people that, like, their name, like Ian and, like the people that work on WoW, etc., they don't give a fuck about this shit. They don't care. They just want to make the game good.
literally, games are not being designed for
Yeah.
gamers or regular game devs anymore. We're out of the picture. Wolfheart,
No.
you don't have to play the game. Nobody's forcing you to play it or
True.
spend any money. Idiot, wake the fuck up. The whole gaming industry is turning into this model of gaming. There's still some left.
true.
This is like, you know what it reminds me of? It's like the people that like I believe, by the way, I know this might upset some people. I believe in climate change, okay? I think climate change is true. You light a cigarette in a house smells bad. You have pollution in a city's bad. You put a bunch of, you put food coloring in the water changes color. Logically, you can extrapolate that to it affecting the whole world. Like, there's whole areas in China that, like, living there is like smoking 2 packs of cigarette a day. Like, this is not unreasonable to expect that this is probably an outcome. So these are the people. Yeah, it's just common sense. It's got brother. Brother.
of
Nope.
cigarette.
Brother. Nope. Well, we gonna drive it. Yeah, sure. All I'm saying is this. I believe in this completely. Okay. It was one of the reasons. I'm not gonna get political, right? But it's one of the reasons the main reason why I want to vote for Bernie Sanders is because he said the biggest threat facing us right now is climate change. Not some bullshit socio-political Republicans versus Democrat garbage, but actual fucking climate change. I completely agree with it. Aqua Blue Chief with the 50 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. And anyway, so it's like whenever I hear this and people are talking about climate change, and then some guy's like, what you mean about that climate change? You talk about that fake science shit? What you mean, bruh? It was cold yesterday. It was cold yesterday. What do you mean, fucking global warming? It was literally yesterday. What's this guy thinking about? Who this guy talking to? What is this? Yeah, it was cold yesterday. And that's how they think.
to cherish those companies. Shout out to Larian Studios with Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Very freaking excited. But the whole industry is heading that way. We already see it with MMOs over the past 10 years or so, and it's starting to go into other genres. So stop saying that.
Hot state.
And when they what mode they want your brain to be in when they try to have you purchase something. In this case, they're saying that they want your brain to be fast thinking, and how companies can do this is they can offer a product that a player knows will be of immediate use to them. So not a product that they have to, you know, think about and analyze, something that can be immediately useful. Think about this stuff while you guys are playing games, even games that you respect and still think that are good, that have cash shops. Think about this when they pop up in front of you. We want to be able to recognize these things. I think awareness could go a long way, I guess, in somehow possibly making gaming better.
I think that awareness is not going to do a fucking thing, because the people that get taken advantage of, hey, how many of you guys know, did anybody here know that the lottery, you're probably not going to win? Like, there's like a really small chance that you're not going to win.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about like a 0.00, you know, going on, right? Yeah, you're probably not going to win. It's not a 50-50. I'm sorry.
That
it's
tree
not.
looks really good.
And so anyway, but we all know this, right? Of course.
Those
Common
texture
sense.
packs really
But
make a fucking difference.
You
on
go
the
down
tree.
to the fucking 7-Eleven, and you're seeing people scratching off, oh, I'm gonna be a winner. Oh my God, I got $23. Here's 50 more. Give me 5. You know, and that's what they do. It's because you're not, like, the audience of you, like my audience, these are not people that are getting taken advantage of. We're not the ones that are getting fucked. It's people that, like, don't watch these videos.
Clear example of this in Diablo Immortal is right here. This player finished the story mission, and then for 99 cents, they can get more loot. Very quick and easy to understand. You don't have to analyze instantly. You know you're getting more loot. It's going to benefit you right.
And keep in mind, guys, Diablo Immortal is a popular game with over 5 million downloads on the Google Play Store.
Away.
Loss aversion. This is people are much more attached to the stuff they have than an equal amount of things that they can gain. In games, you can apply this by giving people stuff that is in their pocket, and then threaten to take it away unless they pay up.
Keep an eye out for it.
Office and scarcity plays into the loss aversion. If they get away from you, they are scarce, they go away. This is a brilliant way to get more.
Now, obviously, these tactics and tricks have been used by industries around the globe for a very long time.
Of course.
But in the gaming industry, it's still...
These are basic sales techniques.
Yeah, a lot of that shit is. Okay, Gupipi. Mr. Ephraim, is it? I have received a repo ort on your mission. You are the adventurer from Bastok who will be helping us today. The Yagado and Gideus have a problem. A terrible monster has appeared deep within their caves. Your mission is to travel the way to Gideus and help the Yagado rid themselves of this beast. Here is the key you will need to get into the deeper weeper parts of the Yagado dwellings. Gideus is a scary, wary place. You'll never catch me going there. Well, have a nice trip. Sameh Lafina. You'll be fine. I'll give you the cipher of Semi's alter ego. Just in case. If you're not sure what to do with it, visit one of the Juno Institutes of Magic Studies representatives located in southern Sandoria. They can get you started. I can sense many good things within you. Let's see how you manage with the new task. Are those like regular items in my shit, or is it like Yeah, so Halver. They don't have one of those things in Windurst. Huh? Yeah, otherwise, why would they say go to Sandoria? That's weird. How the fuck would they do that?
See, like, a lot of people are not very good at detecting basic sales techniques. And I can actually, like, for example, there's a lot of ways that you can actually scam people, and you can do it right in front of them, and they will literally let it happen. They will actually let it happen. It sounds crazy, but, like, it's a certain level of manipulation where people think that they think that they're in control, but they're actually not, right? The Twitch subs, yeah, it's the same as like talking about Twitch subs and shit like that. And then if you do that, you get everybody to subscribe. And like you see this all the time, right? People, it happens, and there's a lot of people that do this. For example, well, what do you mean, for example? We know what the example is, don't we? I just used it. It's that simple. They started sponsoring smaller streamers to promote the game. Yeah, and that's what it is. Happens constantly. Yeah, Twitch Prime stuff, exactly. Twitch Prime is free, to be fair.
Relatively new in the scope
it's not
of
really
things.
the same thing
Now,
as, like, taking
the problem
money,
that I
but
have
yeah.
with the scarcity trick here is that the scarcity is being designed around the cash shop. It's not being designed to make the game better. It
Well,
ends
the
up
scarcity is artificial. It's their game, their god. So if there's any scarcity in the game, it's because they programmed it like that. So if you ever think like, oh, well, it's because there's not that many of these. Yeah, well, why aren't there that many of them? Well, it's because it's programmed that way. Yeah, it's put there on purpose that way. It's common sense. Capitalism only cares about profit. Greed only cares about
Wait,
profit.
it should be Windurst Waters, right?
It's greed. You get rid of capitalism, you'll still have this. This was happening whenever Grug and Ugg were collecting rocks. Whenever they had there was like,
Wait, what
you know,
the fuck?
35 shiny
Did I
rocks.
not grab any of the-
Grug and Ugg were trying to pick up rocks and put them behind them, so the other guy didn't see the rock whenever they were dividing out how many rocks they had.
Oh, okay.
This literally is as old as humanity. It doesn't matter.
becoming a battle of the cash shop. Who can spend the most, the
Yeah.
quickest? And why is that fun? Well, for the majority of gamers, I don't think that is fun. Is
Well,
it?
it's funny. It's fun for a lot of people because it's guys that
Western.
like throwing their money around. You guys see this, like, I've never been to a strip club, but my understanding is guys do this at strip clubs. There are people who, like, donate ridiculous amounts to streamers as well. These are people
Eastern
who want to, these are conspicuous spenders. People that like being known as a person that has a lot of money.
I don't
like,
remember.
am I wrong about this? Like, yeah, am I rich? Yeah, exactly, it's fucking rich. Yeah, there you fucking go. And don't go to strip clubs, they're the worst. I don't, okay? Don't worry about it. So what I'm saying here is that, like, a lot of the people, here's the worst thing, is that a lot of the people that care about being perceived as being wealthy are not wealthy. These are people that don't have a lot of money, and they're donating like $10,000, or they're spending $10,000 on a mobile game, and they don't have that money. But they want to be that rich. They want to be able to afford that, so they do it, and they get fucked over because of it.
Anchoring is fun. Anchoring means that when we don't know the price of stuff,
That man said it's
That's in
fun.
Western.
It's also highly deceptive. So when you're playing games with cash shops, just try to recognize that that first price that they showed to you was a deceptive price. It's not actually.
I think that any sort of a cash shop item, so I think cash shop item values should function on the same way as dividing by zero.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't
Gideus is
matter
there.
if it's
Okay, I
a
remember where it's
dollar,
at now.
a cent, or $1 million.
I remember now.
Divide it by zero, it's zero. Doesn't matter. Anything that sells a function in the game should not be supported by a player. No. Wait, what are the question marks here? Oh, you okay, multiplied by zero. Sorry, multiplied by zero. Yeah, multiplied by zero, that's fine. I was getting confused. Obviously, I've been talking a lot, and whatever. Yeah, multiply it by zero. So it should be multiplied against zero. So if it's $1 or it's a fucking $100 or anything, it's still zero. Any function that the game tries to sell to you is a deliberate bad design of the game that they are selling you a solution for. Do you see what I'm saying here? Yeah, do you see kind of what I'm saying here? Does this make sense? Yeah, well, let's see here. Absolutely, like WoW subs. Well, WoW subs, you pay to play the game. That's different. Obviously, it's clearly different. Like, paying to play a game is very different than paying for a function inside of a game.
Actually worth that. In most video games, it's not worth the discount either, but you guys get what I'm saying. An example of this is when you go to a store and you pick up an item and you look at the tag and it says $79.99, but below that there's a sticker that says $19.99.
They do this all the time.
Holy shit, that's way lower right now. But in reality, it was never worth $79.99 in the first place. They just put that there so they could play some mind tricks on you.
Social proof.
Yeah, they have that shit all the time. Like, that's all over the place, and like Kohl's, JCPenney, this kind of stuff, it's very popular.
Tell them that.
Never tell people the truth. Never. It's poison for your video game. Just remember that. It's poison. I talked a little bit about pegging in my most recent Diablo video. And for those of you that are unfamiliar, pegging is when you tie one currency to another currency. So
I thought pegging was something else.
Tying your IRL money to
fuck?
fictional in-game currency. Now, there's several reasons why a game would want to do this with a cash out. The first one is that it's a little bit easier on the person buying something to use the fictional currency to buy something as opposed to directly buying things with their own money. There's a little bit of a psychological effect that doesn't make you feel as bad when you use that fictional currency.
Well, yeah, you create the degree of separation. I think that's obvious. There's a lot of companies that do that. It's very well documented at this point. Everybody knows about it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Another reason.
Master, wait. Huff, puff. Master, a rather unusual letter addressed to you was delivered to the Mog House not a moment ago. Kupo. The word urgent was stamped on the envelope, so I rushed here as swiftly as my little purple wings could carry me. If you'll allow me, I'll read out the contents to you this instant. Kupo. Ahem. It's Shintoto again. You are hereby appointed Special Unit Operative of the Shintoto Empire, immediately effective. All inductees must report to the Provisional Headquarters at Quiffum Island's Frozen Pond. There you shall receive orders. That's pretty straightforward. Special Unit Operative? Master, you never mentioned anything to me about changing your nation of affiliation, Kupo. But the so-called Shintoto Empire is news to me. Could that oddball Dr. Shintoto be scheming something unsavory again, Kupo? A foreboding feeling is flitting furiously about in the pit of my stomach. Oh, she's back. See that you have an enfeeblement kit of blindness in your possession before showing up at the aforementioned destination. To learn more about this object of which I speak, an oristary employee, a tanner, and an alchemist you must seek. Should an accursed, gruesome end be that which you desire, show up not with extreme haste. We dare you incur our ire. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ho. Master, for your own safety, I advise you drop everything else and make for Quiffum Island without delay. The content of the letter is dubious beyond doubt, Kupo. The last thing you want is an enraged Dr. Shintoto unleashing a barrage of ancient magic spells at you. Oh, merciful Altana, please protect us, goddess-fearing children, from the hands of darkness, Kupo. I'll be excusing myself now, but Master, be sure to practice a plentitude of precautions, Kupo. Go well. All right, we got a bit of a run.
Reason is a lot of games will have multiple in-game currencies, and I know that Asmongold recently reacted to my Diablo Immoral video, and Asmon, if for some reason you watch this, I appreciate the exposure. And also thank you to all of you that came over from Asmongold's Twitch or YouTube. I think I got like 700 to 1,000 subscriber boost the last couple days, more than I typically get, getting really close to 100k subscribers, so thank you guys very much for that.
But keep making more videos about this bullshit. I'll keep watching them. Everybody will. Like, we need more people talking about this. The reason why we need more people to talk about it is because I think that there are gamers, like, it's not entirely, like, you need a lot of people to really make a change happen. And I think the more that people try to expose this stuff, the better it is in the long term. But the only difference really is that, so like I say exposing it and making videos won't really make a difference. It won't. I don't think exposing it should be the goal. Exposing it should be the goal to make people realize that it's bad, for you to move towards the real goal, which is having legislation against it in the first place. So it's kind of like, all I'm saying is you need to take it one step farther. Does that make sense? Link video. I will at the end.
Asmon talks a lot about the multiple currencies and how it can get really confusing and people end up overspending, etc. Now, another reason for pegging is that they can make a lot of in-game items almost impossible to purchase for the
I find it to be very funny that they use the word pegging to describe this. It's very accurate.
Value that they want them for.
It's
so in
pretty
Diablo,
funny.
cosmetic skins cost 1,000 eternal orbs, so there's no option to buy 1,000 eternal orbs. You either have to overspend or underspend, then you end up with leftover orbs, which has a psychological effect of you not wanting to waste those, so you buy more and then you're still left over with some.
You've always got a little bit more.
It's just, you guys get what I'm saying with this. It's a big psychological tactic that they're using. And then this guy at this conference was talking about how
it's crazy how people just let this happen too. Just when politicians get involved to somehow fuck up gaming industry even more. Oh yeah, no, it's a Val Orb. No, you're definitely right. It's absolutely a Val Orb. Yeah, but the difference is that, like, if people control you because they control you in the what? Okay, all right. People might not put PoE. A Val Orb is like it can corrupt an item, and it can corrupt an item and make it really powerful, like give it like an extra socket or like a different type of socket. It can give it like extra damage or like, you know, +2 to like gem level, which is huge in the game. Or it can delete the item. It is a massive fucking gamble. It's basically a gambling orb. It's an unpredictable result, exactly. And yeah, it's absolutely a Val Orb. But people control you because they know that you're too afraid to take a nuclear option that can have a positive or negative effect. For me, I'm always going to take a nuclear option because people control you if you won't. Never be afraid to lose whatever you can to get what you want. Yeah, always do that. Because if you can't, then people will just slowly edge shit away from you.
That's why nuclear powers don't go to
Go all
war.
in.
Pegging
Yeah, all in.
allows
Because
the
no one wants to
game
fuck with anyone who's
broadcast when
willing to
players
go with
buy
the nuclear
things, 'cause I'm
option.
not sure if you're allowed
Always
to
gamble.
broadcast if a player spends like
Get it
$79.99 US, but they can broadcast at a player spending gems or eternal orbs and stuff like that.
Availability means that the stuff we hear a lot about is the stuff we judge as likely to happen. Every time a clan member gets one of the rare things, you should broadcast it to all of the others, like your
They
friend
do this in Lost Ark and BDO.
got this
And they
rare
do it in
legendary
WoW
thing.
now too.
Then they will judge it more
Yeah.
likely.
So what he's saying here is, for example, if there's something that's super rare in a video game, if somebody achieves that, you want to broadcast it to as many players as possible that
Absolutely.
a player received that item, because psychologically that makes everybody else want to now try for that item, even if they have a 0.000000001% chance of getting it. So if you don't
Oh no, well, it's also like the spectacle of an extreme rarity of something is just compelling to people. They're like, holy fuck, this never happens? Really? Wow, that's really cool. That's it. Yes, Lost Ark announced hones, exactly. They do. Just like the lottery. And yeah, people like seeing it. Like a lot of my popular videos, right? Asmongold getting like a drop of X or Y or Z thing, right? Yeah, people love that.
broadcast it to everybody,
Yeah,
player
Trainwreck's biggest clips are whenever he wins money. It's not whenever he does a spin and it's like, oh, you got $2,000, you spent $1,500. No, it's whenever you get 22 million.
won't feel like they want to even go for it. But the minute that you tell everybody that somebody else got it, it has a psychological effect and gets people to start gambling.
Maybe I
and
could
I
get it.
understand that these practices
Maybe.
are used in our everyday lives. Everywhere that we go, we see stuff like this all the time. The problem is that it's now a big part of the gaming industry, and it's only going to get bigger unless we find a way to do something. And this is ruining video games, in my opinion. This is not why we play video games. The whole industry is shifting towards this.
Yes.
We're not going to have quality video games anymore. That's why this is so important.
It's not that we won't have quality video games anymore. I will disagree on that partially. And the reason why I'm disagreeing on that is because of this. I think that we will continue to have quality video games,
Okay.
but there will just be less of them. And then the year after that,
need-
there will be less of them even more.
Bangladesh.
You see what I'm
is to the
saying?
right.
Like, yes, there will continuously become less and less video games. Fewer? Sorry, Nixie. Yes, fewer. There will be fewer video games.
Back in my day, we used to play games and then we would upgrade our character in the game, not in the meta.
Yeah.
That's not how it's going to be in the future. We're going to be
That's
looped
right.
to the store constantly, which is where you'll have to make the meaningful upgrades. Meaning you got to
That's right. You want to get people in the habit of going to the store because the store is where you get the money, right? It's the same reason. So like supermarkets do this, for example. So supermarkets have a lot of the most expensive items, or not most expensive, excuse me. The best items, the main items that you want, like milk, potatoes, eggs, shit like that. How many of you guys are those things in the back of the supermarket?
I don't
How
think
many
I
of
have
those are in
sleep,
the
do
back
I?
of the supermarket?
Fuck.
Yeah.
I have bind.
It's because that's what they get people to walk all the way down there, and they hope
and
that
I
they
have
buy something on the way over.
silence.
There it is.
spend your money.
Telling people the reason to do something makes them much more likely to actually follow through and do that. Spend because reasons. The reasons don't even have to be that good in order for this to work.
No.
As the industry moves more towards these cash shop type models, well, if this guy is telling the truth here, then these companies aren't going to be incentivized to want to do skill games. They're going to take a lot of the skill out. So those of you guys that like skill-based games, I mean, I'm not really...
Imagine who likes a skill-based game. Bro, you can
Yeah,
lose
what
in
happens? Yeah, what happens if you have to
you
put in
can lose
effort?
as a-
Nobody wants to put in
and
effort.
this is
Nobody
I
wants
wanna
to
go ahead.
try.
I'm going to bring up an individual, and these are the people that we're trying to reach. Okay? It's this guy right here. It's his first message that he's ever typed ever. He's been following for 4 years. He says, "Why the F people crying about phone game?"
Heh. Well, there you go.
These are the people that we're trying to reach. These are the ones that we're trying to talk to, and we're trying to get them to understand what's going on. 4 years. 4 years for this right here. And I'm not a ban him. No, the thing is, like, there's a lot of people, and I bet he'll probably say something like, oh, well, all phone games are like this. This is just the way phone games
Think
are.
we can run
It's
past
like,
them this
yeah,
time?
bro, we fucking know that. That's the problem. Is that the CEO of Blizzard? Yeah, that's Bobby. It's his other account. Yeah, there you go. He left? Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back in 4 more years.
Thinking about FPS, I'm more so thinking about MMOs and RPGs.
Yeah.
Well, that genre is going to start going away. Like, we're losing quality and we're also losing skill-based games. This
Yes.
is what's happening.
So make sure grinding and paying are legitimate versions of progressing in the game.
This guy's not done yet, though. I still have one more thing to talk about, and that is reciprocity, which I talked a little bit about in my Diablo video. Let's hear what this jabroni has to say.
Reciprocity is a very, very
Jabroni.
strong mechanic. If I give
Using
something to
harsh
you,
language now.
If you give something to me, I feel
We
obliged to give
saw
something
this,
to you.
but it's only a second.
This is why games give you so much free stuff, because they want you to give back with your wallet.
Oh,
Why even
fuck.
do the
I
free
think-
version of the Battle Pass, Diablo Immortal? If all that stuff's free, you might as well just give it to us in-game. You don't have to do it through the Battle
I think I
Pass.
have to get up
wait.
Well, it's
somewhere.
because that works. Like, the companies do this stuff. It's like the supermarket example. It works. That's why everybody does it. If it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. They do it because it does work. It's that simple.
We just learned about reciprocity. They want to make it look like
Yeah.
they're giving us something, so we might end up upgrading to Battle Pass Tier 1.
Ooh.
Well, it's back to work for me. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Much more MMO and
Holy shit,
RPG
man.
content to come. Maybe I'll do some deeper
Holy
dives into
shit.
these subjects. I know that making a YouTube video is not really going to change much, but maybe this video could bring a little bit more awareness to this topic and maybe help a few of you recognize these tactics when they pop up in your face when you're playing these bullshit games. And yeah, what the fuck are
yeah.
you looking at? I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Okay.
That's the way I feel
Let's
about
do
it, too. I think that these games are going to become more and more prevalent and more powerful. That's what's going to happen. You rise your audience to the people spending money? No, I don't think so. I think, yes, some of my this guy, obviously, you know, he appreciated me watching his videos. Thank you very much. He's almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if anybody enjoys his content, make sure to give him a sub. YouTube sends you a special little
These are
metal
pretty
thing
good
that says
experience
you're a
points.
good boy if you get 100,000 subs. I got one
Unironically.
of mine over there in the back. And so, yeah, Lost Ark viewers are whales. So, yes, only some of them are. Link the video again. Yeah, make sure to give them a sub, give them some support, man.
It's nice. I don't know. I don't remember
It's
them
important
having.
to make, make people like this feel good, make them
Home
keep
points
making
right here.
content. I do think that a lot more people should be talking about this, and it should be something that people have a consensus on. I don't know what this is going to be. I
This is the one he did right after. This is the one I wanted to watch.
honestly have no idea. I didn't watch this. I saw the thumbnail and I thought to myself, holy shit, we
She
have
looks
to
like she's
watch
high
this.
level.
So the video is called Free to Play Diablo Immortal. It's awesome. Trolls, stop the nonsense. Here we go.
Let's talk about being free to play and what it does for you in Diablo Immortal. Besides save you a lot of money so you don't have to eat top ramen all the time. Is where it's at in this game, and I'm going to make you a believer in that. Day 4, Paragon level 5. We haven't even
Okay.
spent a penny.
Okay. Shit's gonna get real here for a second. Ugh. Let's do it. So, okay, the strategy is I gotta bind and silence, I think. I didn't realize that little rumor I spread would be so effective. Yes, I'm the ferocious monster you were told about. One who will rally the Beastmen hordes to a grand campaign to rid the world of you and your kind. Raziel, yeah. So, see, my recollection of this fight was to sleep the dragon. But, I don't have sleep. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bind it. That was like another old school strategy, I think. So, bind and then silence the eye, right? And then just go kill the eye. I think that's maybe the best way to go about it. I hope. We're going to find out. Rally the Beastmen hordes. Almost sounds as if you're planning to wage another crystal war. I see you catch on quick. The day of reckoning will come, and the Beastmen will be the ones to rule the world. Not that you'll be there to see it, because you'll already be dead. Arise, worm of darkness, devour the light. I command you. Smite my enemies where they stand. A spatial distortion? This can only mean... Dude, I remember seeing this for the first time, like, when I was a little kid, and thinking this shit was fucking crazy. A dragon? Oh, it's resistant to silence? Well, rip. I guess I'm gonna blind the dragon, too. I'm on Asura. Phew. I knew it couldn't have been old you-know-who. I was getting carried away there. Oh, she must mean the Shadow Lord. What the fuck happened to her? Ha! Huh. Is this all you can muster? Your pet dragon? Here come the reinforcements. Looks like they'll be able to handle this. I have more pressing matters than dealing with the likes of these. I'll leave it in their hands. I don't remember this like specifically, but if I did this in Sandoria, would that have meant that Leon would have been the character right there? I don't remember there being a difference, but I suppose maybe there was. All right, you. Shen Toto, bitch. I said Shen Toto, and then probably Zed, right? Zed seems pretty... Wait, can I do any more? I don't know if I can. Oh, I can! Wait, can I get all 6? No way. Okay, that's... I'm maxed. Alright. Interesting. All right, from like and then I'm gonna pull in. Come on, come over here. Come on. Hurry up. Whoa, what the fuck? Is there like a pull mechanic? Oh no! Oh no. Wait. Oh shit. Let's do this. Oh no. Alright, I need to get him to come to me. There we go. There we go. I didn't actually see if blind worked. Ready's poison breath. Oh, okay, nice. That has no effect. Okay, this definitely isn't as bad. I feel like back in the day, if I remember correctly, it used to be some, I don't know if it, I can't remember if it was like a red mage solo or like a 2-person party thing. I feel like I had to like solo this on red mage before. This cannot be. Me defeated by these weaklings? Oh, there she is, my girl Leon. Oops, I guess I missed the show. Hey, wait a minute. This dragon. No doubt about it. It's another beast from the Northlands. What's it doing here? Their kind haven't been seen ever since the Shadow Lord was destroyed and the Northlands sealed. To see one here with the Beastmen, it's as if the Shadow Lord will soon be brought back to this world. I was merely making preparations for his return. What? Who are you? I am Searcher, a servant of the Shadow Lord. The great hero that saved you 20 years ago is gone. None has the power to defeat him now. Yeah, I think I read somewhere it was uncapped. It definitely makes it way easier. I'm 25 right now, so I wasn't too worried about it. While your people were busy squabbling with each other, we have been preparing for his return. And when he comes, he will destroy you all. Enjoy your lives while they last. Foolish weaklings. Ha ha. Heh. Blah, 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 blah. The Shadow Lord is coming back? There's going to be another war? Our days will be filled with hatred and sorrow once more. Ephraim, you should head back to your country. And don't forget to report what happened here. If it's true the Shadow Lord is being resurrected, we can expect great trouble to follow. I've got to get going. I hope to see you again someday. Nice. And we got the little oh wait, no, we don't. Ugh. A little stuck. Okay. Map. Oh, there's no map of this area. Okay.
Even the 99-cent deals we did not.
All right.
I don't know what this is going to be. I honestly have no idea. I didn't watch this. I saw the thumbnail and I thought to myself, holy shit, we have to watch this. So the video is called Free-to-Play Diablo Immortal. It's awesome. Trolls, stop the nonsense. Here we go.
Let's talk about being free to play and what it does for you in Diablo Immortal. Besides save you a lot of money so you don't have to eat top ramen all the time. Is where it's at in this game, and I'm gonna make you a believer in that. Day 4, Paragon level 5. We haven't even spent a penny. Even the 99-cent deals, we did not purchase those. We didn't pay $4.99 for the second part of the Battle Pass, which is absolutely amazing.
That's crazy.
If you're going to support the game, spend that $5 on the second part of the Battle Pass. And if you want to support the game even further, come down here to...
I want to know if this guy is sponsored by Blizzard, first and foremost.
The Paragon level 1, wherever it might be. I don't know. Because I don't spend any money in the game.
Hey, you can't find anything. Everything's hidden behind the patient.
I'm surprised it's not popping up right now. You go over there and you buy the second part of this for $20, and you get a crazy amount of...
I mean, this isn't an ad, right? Like, let me just check. Okay, this is a
that
bunch
was my
of,
thought.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so this is not a paid... He did this for free. Okay.
Or did he?
Legendary seals, and you get these resources here for... I can't remember exactly what this does. but it's worth the $20. Just these legendary seals alone,
What?
sure, it's worth the $20.
What do you mean it's worth the $20? It's not worth anything. It's a fucking video game. What do you mean it's worth $20? Why isn't it worth $30? Why isn't it worth $3? Why isn't it worth $300? Worth it? According to who?
But we're going to talk about how we are competing with the paid players. How are we doing in this game? How are we able to do everything that a paid player does?
Okay.
There could be a person standing right beside me spending $10,000 a day, and I'm doing the same exact thing they are. I am right there with them. I'm not gated by a damn thing. I'm playing the game and enjoying it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel bad for this guy. I do. Oh my god. I mean, holy fuck. These are the guys right here that the whales, bro, the whales are like, ooh, 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 ooh. Cue into a battleground. See what it's about. See what it's like. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just crazy that we have those kind of king trolls out there like Asmongold that just feed to all those other little trolls.
Oh shit! Called him out.
Oh my god, I love it. Dude, I'm getting name dropped. Bro, my ego is through the roof. I got name dropped in 2 back-to-back
Fisherman's Guild?
videos. Holy shit, he got my ass good. Is this satire? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna let you guys know, like, by the way, like, I don't get mad. Like, I'm not mad. Like, I'm not, like, it's just funny to me. It's all just for fun. So, like, if anybody's, like, trying to talk shit about this guy or whatever, like, it's just this video game and video game commentary. Don't take it too seriously, you know? It's
Razio, if you're still there, I'm super curious about something.
just a video game.
Right now, he's got a stupid look on his face. I know. They're just
I will give the creator of that video,
You know what,
like,
man, maybe I
props.
should take that back. You know what, man? Like, I'll say fuck it.
Are you, like, in relation to the content creator Razio? Because that name, I don't think I've ever seen someone else. I don't know where else you would have gotten that name from, unless there's like some popular, or maybe not as popular piece of media that uses that. But there's only one other place I've heard that name, and it's like a creator that like flips his shit about like a ton of stuff, and it's pretty funny.
Man, are you fucking kidding me? You gonna do me like that? Wow.
Legacy
Holy
Kane
fuck.
Soul Reaver. Okay.
feeding to all the trolls to give this game such
Gotcha.
a bad stereotype.
You're welcome.
And it's an app game first and foremost. We know that. And I'm from the app gaming industry. I mean, that's all I've covered is app.
I was just so curious because like I personally never heard that name before. Okay, here we go. We're gonna finish this shit, take our happy ass to Bastok, and wrap it up. The Shadow Lord. Wait a moment. I'll need you to rush back to the homeland. Here, you understand what you must do. Take this report to the President's office in Bastok. On your way, please hurry to Bastok. There we go. Where is the... Let's just go over here.
Oh, what? I mean, it's like if you work at Pragmatic and you're making fucking gambling games, and somebody brings out a game and it's a gambling game, like, well, we make gambling games all the time. Well, I mean, shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the norm. Oh my god. I'm from the bomb industry. Bro, we make bombs all the time. What's wrong with this one? Oh my god.
Gaming on YouTube.
Yeah.
I played so many turn-based gacha games and every other kind of app game that comes out, and I
Sounds
love
like someone who
I
do
love
that.
the monetization way that they do things. And here's the biggest thing about it. Look,
Why?
believe me.
That's so
You don't
stupid.
want to believe me? That's fine. But I'm
All right. This guy's got to be like trolling or like just trying to farm like the YouTube likes and shit like that. Wow, the president's office looks fucking sick. Are these texture packs? God damn. Look at that. Look at the floor. Look at the detail. Like the lighting and stuff. You know, funny enough, so I'm using Amilla and the here, hold on a second. I'll tell you right now. I'm using the oh wait, hold on a second. It's in Windower, add-ons, Xpivot. Oh, maybe it's not that. Plugins. One second. I'll get it for you. It is the It's the Amilla. Oh, okay. So it's the Amilla and then the Ashen Bubs Prime. So the higher, I believe it's the higher quality Ashen Bubs one. And then I'm also using the 4 GB patch. Oh, command/Xpivot. So yeah, then I'm using like the reshade shit too. So, but you know, the thing is though, I'm not sure if it's the Amilla pack. I don't know which one it is, because like some of the stuff is kind of weird. Like you get like this overly cartoony effect on some textures, and I'm not sure which one is doing that. I'm thinking about testing out maybe removing. I think it's the Amilla that's doing that, and then maybe trying the next games one as well as the Ashen Bubs Prime, and just try to run like the top ones, because I think that will cover that. I think that will cover all bases. Oh, really? Ashen Bubs. So then Ashen Bubs, like I think the gear. I think this here. Let me zoom in. So I think this kind of looks nicer. Sometimes what throws me off is like the cartoony effect of the gear. But then it's like the other day I was watching a Final Fantasy XI video that didn't have any texture packs. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, well, that still looks way worse than this. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to like play around and figure out what's what, because I like the sharper look. But I mean, this does still look better. I just think it's like, I'll actually, before we go and do that, I'll show you like a prime example of what I'm talking about, because like you really see it in like you see it right here actually with the dressers and stuff. It's like, actually, I think this one's like a really great example. Like you have these walls, right? And you have like the floor. This looks really good. But then you have shit like this, like not necessarily the rug, but then like this. And it's like, this is also kind of like almost like a very wavy texture, right? It's like softer as opposed to being sharp, right? And then you have like almost like a cartoony looking like desk. I think that's also part of whatever texture pack this is, and because I can see it right there, like right next to the desk setup. If you know if that's also part of Ashen Bubs, maybe I need to like switch out Ashen Bubs. And then like maybe do like the next games one or something. Thing about the next games pack is I think they aren't going for like the original art intention with Final Fantasy 11. I think that's what the guy said. I could be wrong, but also too, am I crazy? I thought the president's office looked different. Am I crazy? Yeah, no shit, because I'm not in the president's office. Yeah, like look out here, like look how sharp everything looks. I think this looks really good. But then it's like my character's like kind of cartoony, right? Which, like I said, at the end of the day, it's not like the end of the world, but I always feel like the Final Fantasy 11 kind of had like, for their time, they were going for a more realistic look. Yeah, as a vanilla versus new look, HD packs can interfere with each other. Yeah. See, I was wondering about that. I wonder if there's some kind of... Wouldn't be my first time kind of fucking around with DAT files, but like... I wonder if there's a way for me to like... Ugh. I guess there is a way for me to do it. I would have to go in and like look at each individual asset, I suppose. Not sure if that's something I'd want to do, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I can just figure out, because I think what ends up happening is there's like a pecking order for the HD packs. Like when you have your Notepad++ style sheet, so to speak, when you enable them. So, because I think Amilla only does so many. And to my recollection, I guess now that you say that, it makes a lot of sense, because to my recollection, Amilla didn't really have anything cartoony looking. Amilla's was very, like, realistic. These doors lead to the president's office. Only those on special missions and high-ranking Bastogian adventurers may enter. Bitch, let me in. A document about this new trust initiative. What do you know? Bitch. Okay, maybe I have to go talk to Naji. Well, you've been to Sandoria and Windurst already? Let me escort you to the president's office. So, how was it? Did the orcs in Gelspa or Yagado and Gideus give you any trouble? Man, I envy you. I'm a Mithril Musketeer, but all they make me do is stand guard at the door. Captain Volker and Iron Eater get all the good missions, and AIM always puts me down. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to play around, because now I'm like super curious as to like how to tweak that, because I want to say, I'm trying to remember where it was. I think in man, I don't remember where I was at, but there was like one, actually it was Sandoria. When I was doing my shit in Sandoria, like Sandoria looked so real on the outside, but then you go into like one of the rooms and it was everything was that like wavy texture, which I'm guessing again was the Ashen Bubs pack. It's weird though. Like I said, the Ashen Bubs Prime, I thought from my recollection, had higher, like sharper, higher quality stuff, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe I just remembered it wrong. I'm a Mithril Musketeer and the cream of the crop. What do I have to do guard duty? It's just not fair. Then perhaps I should order you to sweep the Quada from Palvral Mines, single-handedly. Mr. President, go back to your post, Naji. That is an order. Report, what have you learned of Windurst and Sandoria? Oh, freak. Listen, I'm finishing this, and we're going to wrap it up. The details of your trip, the internal state of Sandaria, blah, blah, blah. So they're still trapped in the foolish traditions. They are no better than the orcs they fight with. Do you have anything else to report? All right, Windurst. Then I'd be foolish to expect any help from those cowards in fighting the Beastmen. Do you have anything else to report? No, the fuck I'm not. I have to take my dog to the vet tomorrow, like early in the morning, so. I mean, as it is, I'm already fucked, but I'm only gonna be so fucked. Oh, did you have a pleasant trip then? Bah, do you mock me, adventurer? Tell me of the other nations now. You mean that someone is leading the Beastmen hordes then? Lucius, speak with Volker about this and come back when you have a plan to deal with the situation. And do not forget to watch the Quadov. I have spared you all the time I can. Lucius, stay and see what sense you can make of this. And do spare me all the trivial details when you report to me. Tell me more of what you have learned about the Beastmen, please. I see. It does seem like there is someone controlling their movements, but who could be powerful enough to unite those unruly hordes? Good work. We will probably ask you to undertake another important mission in a few days. The President, despite his harsh words, values you highly and will expect you to do well, as do I. There we go. That's what I like to see. 3,000 gil. The boomer Final Fantasy XI me thinks I'm rich. Okay. So, I think what we'll have to plan for is... Oh, actually, Freak. Raziel and I were talking about it. I need to, like, fix. I think I need to, like, shift out some of these HD packs. Like, all this shit right here, like, looks good, right? Let me go into one of these buildings because I think it'll give, like, a really good example. But, man, it's still, like, the character thing is kind of starting to, like, grow on me, right? So, like, even though everything else is a little bit more realistic and this looks like a little bit more cartoony, I think I'm cool with it. But it's like, it is like a little bit different. Like you have these like realistic texture packs, right? They're way more sharp, but then you have like these like cartoony like dressers and then this like kind of soft, wavy, which it still looks good. Don't get me wrong. Like this is still cool, but sometimes it's like super off-putting. I'm not sure which pack it is. We think it's the Ashen Bubs pack, but I'm not sure. I don't know if you have any insight on that. Oh, shit. Before we forget.
Telling you the truth, and you can check back. I will...
No fucking... There's no... Like, Art, no way. Bro, am I getting trolled? There's no way I'm getting trolled. What's wrong with this one? Oh my god.
Gaming on YouTube. Yeah. I played so many turn-based gacha games and every other kind of app game that comes out, and I love it. I love the monetization way that they do things, and here's the biggest thing about it. Look.
Why?
Another prime example is like this
you
room.
Believe me, that's fine.
Right here, like
I'm telling you the truth, and you can check back. I will.
No fucking.
There's like no texture.
Like, Art, no way.
Any
Bro,
of that.
Am I getting trolled? There's no
Something
way
is doing that. I don't know what it is.
Holy fuck.
But it's like super textured,
oh my
really
god,
nice looking.
This has to be an ad.
And
it's
then like,
not. I actually checked. I checked. Like, I don't know if I'm getting trolled.
Bet money against you. You can check back with me in a month from now. App games update all the time, and if there's something that they're lacking in, like if they're lacking in a way for free to play to get something in this game, they will include it, and they will include it quickly. If there's
But what about the Eternal Rift Stones where you can't get them unless you pay money? But what about that?
That's true.
Because like you can't. There's not a way to get them. Oh my God.
Balancing issues. They will fix it. They will get on those balance.
But they don't, because they're not a. It's not a. You see, like he doesn't understand. This. It's not a balancing issue. It's a balancing issue to you. To you, you think that this, bro, the devs must have messed this up because whales just get. It's just so imbalanced. Man, why would the devs do this? They keep messing up the game.
Issues. If you look at Diablo 3,
guy's
you've
a
got different
maniac.
cycles in Diablo 3, sure, but expansions or anything new besides going out there and doing rift farming and your new leaders and your new cycles, there is nothing there because they don't update those games. App games get updated all the damn time, every couple weeks, every month.
The worst part about this is the fact that he's right. And I fucking hate it. He's actually right about this. The app games, Genshin Impact gets updates like once or twice a month. Like, yeah, it does. It gets updates constantly. And no, you're not wrong about that. But it's like, okay, so if somebody brings you an ice cream cone once a month, is that better than somebody who brings you a dildo every day? Well, actually, don't answer that.
Depends on who you ask.
Don't answer that. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, every 6 weeks, like, if you get one every single day and it's bad, then who gives a shit?
Minimum every month. And we're talking new content, new
He is
classes
right
that you're
about
going to be able to
this.
play. I'm not on my controller right now. Just clicking through this. It's going to be updated. And I guarantee you, I will bet my brand new house I just moved into that they are going to have ways for free to play.
You're going to have to sell that if you want to be good at this game.
To
I know
get
that's
more legendary gems. That's just the cycle of app games. They come.
So he thinks that Blizzard is going to give they're going to give free-to-play players more ways to get legendary gems.
This guy's got to
You
be
wanna
like
know
trolling.
what?
Like he knew what he was doing. He was just
I
making
think
like a
that
video
it
to
is
like get
initial
attention.
scarcity.
He has to.
And Blizzard, what they did is they did what the European guy fucking said. It's anchoring. Is that they said, you know what? We are going to make it so bad at the beginning that whenever we make it pretty bad, you're going to think it's good because it's not so bad anymore. That's what's going to happen.
Got him.
He's right. Like, they're probably going to do that.
Come out with ways, like they come out of the gate wanting all these whales to pay money, right? To get that head start, to pay money. But there is no head start in this game. I do everything a whale does. I am side by side with a whale in every aspect of this game. There is.
Oh, I trade that guy the item. Never mind. What the hell?
Are we gonna have any PvP footage? Nope. There's no PvP footage. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder what is this? Well, he should do some PvP. Damn.
No pay to play this game. And if you haven't tried it yet, I don't know what you're waiting on. It's free to play. You can download it on your mobile device. You can download it on PC, which PC with controller, and I need to get on my controller.
But we've got to be getting trolled.
Completely amazing.
We've got to be getting trolled.
I love it with the Barbarian. I don't know how it's going to be with some kind of ranged
There's
class
no way.
being on the controller instead of using
There's no way.
WASD with your mouse and keyboard. But I can tell you right now that the phone controls, since we did the phone for 13 hours on stream, are very good. Very intuitive, very responsive. You're gonna love using your mobile device, laying in bed, sitting up on the sofa, however you wanna play it, you're gonna really enjoy it. Or if you're in your car, before you go into work, make sure you're not late. You're good.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you play while you're driving, right? Of course. And if you're doing a rift, you can probably do that because it takes that little focus. No, he's right about that for sure. Yeah, playing while you're driving. Yeah, of course, right? I mean, because, you got one hand for your phone, the other hand for your drink, and, you drive with your leg. I mean, problem solved, guys. Come on.
I'm gonna love the game, but look,
I mean, what do they
I
make
am side by
seatbelts
side.
for?
Anybody who spends $10,000 a day, I am doing the same exact thing they
Can
are.
you-
The
Oh,
same
no, I gotta
exact.
go to-
It is no different. So stop trolling everybody. 50% of you trolls out there don't even want to play the game, won't even touch it. Even
I touched it. I went to 60. I played the fucking game. Okay? So you're right. If you don't play the game, it's harder for you to have an opinion on it. That's definitely true. I played it. Okay? It's fucking pay to win. It's pay to fucking win. And I guarantee you that if you took my character and his character, my character would do more damage. Like, what's this here? Oh, you're talking about he's level 5? He's level 5 on Paragon. Because it's a blue name. It's Paragon.
Oh, wait a second.
5. He's level 60.
Can
Paragon
I?
5. Come on, guys.
There we go.
Come on, guy. Let's try keep up, bro. Let's go.
no, it's free to play. And then all those other trolls like Asmon, he's loving the game. He is enjoying the game. But of course, he's always bringing up, I mean, drama.
I'm sorry to say, that shit is uninstalled. Like, I uninstalled that fucking game. It is done. Like, it's yeeted, deleted, beated, and done. I am not playing that shit ever again. Like, I will play it if there's new content for me to make content out of it, but that's about it. Yeah, I dropped like an ex-girlfriend. Honestly, like...
All right. I'm going the fuck to bed. It was fun hanging out. Razio, if you're still here. Good hangs, freak. You say you're changing your sleep schedule. And you criticize me. You criticize me for not changing my sleep schedule. But you're still here too, okay? So I don't want to hear it. Razio, come hang again. I'm going to try to... I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow or... I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow or not. But I'm trying to get a few more chill streams in. Trying to get this... trying to get through these missions. Oh, shit. Thanks. But yeah, trying to get through these missions. So, I don't know. Just have some chill streams. Maybe bullshit on some videos and, you know, pump them out.